Britain's King Charles III and Queen Camilla have arrived in Canada for a two-day official visit that marks a symbolic and historic moment in the country's constitutional monarchy. Touching down in Ottawa, the royal couple was welcomed by Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney, as well as other senior officials and dignitaries. Their visit underscores the enduring ties between Canada and the British Crown, and comes at a time when the monarchy's role in Commonwealth nations is being closely examined by both critics and supporters. One of the most significant moments of the visit will occur on Tuesday, May 27, when King Charles is scheduled to formally open Canada's Parliament in Ottawa. This will be the first time a reigning British monarch has performed this ceremonial duty since 1957, when his late mother, Queen Elizabeth II, opened Parliament during her visit. The event will include the delivery of the Speech from the Throne, a formal address that outlines the Canadian government's priorities for the upcoming legislative session. According to Canadian parliamentary tradition, the Speech from the Throne is usually delivered by the Governor-General, the monarch's representative in Canada. The fact that Charles will deliver it himself makes this a rare and historic occasion. It will be only the third time in Canadian history that the sovereign personally performs this duty in the Senate chamber. Before the formal state duties, Charles and Camilla are scheduled to engage in a number of public events. On Monday, they will visit one of Ottawa's largest urban parks, where they will meet local vendors, artists, and community members, offering a more personal and accessible side of the royal visit. Later that day, the king will take part in a ceremonial puck drop, a symbolic gesture to start a friendly street hockey demonstration, highlighting the country's deep connection to the sport and its grassroots culture. The day's events will conclude with the planting of a tree in another part of the city, reflecting Charles's long-standing commitment to environmental issues and conservation efforts. This brief but meaningful royal tour carries weight beyond the ceremonial. With debates continuing in some Commonwealth countries over the relevance of the monarchy, this visit by King Charles is both a reaffirmation of historical ties and a gesture of ongoing commitment to Canada as a constitutional monarchy. The combination of ceremonial duties, community engagement, and historic precedent makes this visit one of notable political and symbolic significance for both the United Kingdom and Canada.
Prime Minister of Canada, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty. Very good to see you. Lovely to see you. Congratulations. No. Yes, it fell on the tarmac, which is proof of our founding peoples, the British.
Draw the line.
I'm not a...
To be clear, I made the request of His Majesty, and he has accepted. He will open Parliament with the speech from the throne, and that is a clearly underscores the sovereignty of our country.
I would say the British monarchy under Queen Elizabeth was quite potent and powerful. I'm not certain about her new heir. I mean, God bless the king, I guess. But not in my personal life. I can't say that he's made a big impact. I would say they're symbolic more of a historical power, but I do recognize the connection to Great Britain allows us autonomy over our bully state to the south, which is particularly worrisome with the current political leadership of Donald J. Trump and J.D. Vance. Not to get overly political, but yeah.
It's just a great timing that he's come at the same time that we're here, isn't it, Isabella? I think it's great for him to come over because, you know, he's quite old now, and hopefully it'll build a relationship between England and Canada, and yeah, really good.
As a Canadian living in downtown Toronto, there's a lot of homeless people here, and it's going to cost us about $1 million to have him come to say a speech, and it will save us a lot of money if he didn't come, and we could spend that money helping the homeless people in downtown Toronto. With the tariffs and the trade that's going on, the trade war, if the British monarchy plays a more active role in Canadian politics and standing up for Canada, then I welcome the British monarchy. But I just find personally that he's been very silent, and he's been more open to Donald Trump by having a state visit to England, to the UK, and he's not saying too much about Canada. So I'm rather disappointed in the British monarchy.
No, right. But why are we supporting a country, 200 billion plus a year? Our military is at their disposal. All of these other things, they should be a state. That's why I told Trudeau when he came down.
America wants our land, our resources, our water, our country. Never.
Mr. Trump, what have you in common with Keir Starmer?
This is a letter from His Majesty the King. It's an invitation for a second state visit. This is really special. This has never happened before. This is unprecedented. Shared history, shared values, shared king.
J'invite maintenant mon collègue, l'honorable Bill Blair, président du...
No, listen, excuse me to come right.